Hey Miguel, so how are you feeling physically at this point, especially after sort of that play pop up in this eighth inning, sort of the type of thing that's kind of aggravated that addict during the past?
No, yesterday I was feeling as good as I can ask for my body to feel. Before the game, we did a bunch of treatment. All the days that we had off kind of helps to be the best way that I can be, and it's gonna be a battle to stay that way throughout the whole postseason because our goal is to play 3 more weeks and go all the way. But I feel pretty confident that I can hold it up and be good for the rest of the time.
Especially considering how last year the NLDS went, going down early again. How big was it just to sort of have that sort of fight back and be able to rally back last night and sort of reshift the tone a little bit?
Yeah, kind of going down 3-0 in the first inning is never kind of the plan, especially knowing that we got Yoshi on the mound and we want him to kind of like have a clean inning. So we get the opportunity to score first. It's always nice. But, this team continue to show the fight and resiliency of not being out of games. And our mentality as an offense is we're going to score runs anyways, regardless if it's the first inning, the second, or it's going to be the 7 or the 8. We're going to continue to fight every single inning to score runs. And then our mentality is to score as many runs as possible each game, regardless of the score at that time. And I think it's been a good adjustment that we make ever since the series, that it was a really important series against Arizona, that we took 3 out of 4. I think that was when we started having that mentality as an offense, regardless of what the scores say. We're going to continue to push and continue to fight.
Bill in the back row.
Yeah, Miggy, how important is it for the bottom of the lineup to be productive, to turn the lineup over?
Yeah, especially knowing that we have our guys in the top of the lineup. Our mentality is gotta be grinding pitches out, having good at bats, regardless of the results of what's gonna be during the whole game. There's going to be 12 at-bats for us there, 7, 8, and 9, And if we have good at-bats and we get a lot of pitches from the starting pitcher, like yesterday, Cease was in trouble just because he threw a lot of pitches, a lot of 3-2 counts, deep in counts, and then Shohei can get a good pitch to hit up in the zone, I think it's a quality at bat that you guys gotta see from the bottom of the lineup, so the top of the lineup get better pitches to hit and actually do damage, because that's what they're here for.
Personally, your season was one of your better offensive seasons. What was behind that? Was there an adjustment, physical or mental, to get you going?
Yeah, both things. I think physically I work a lot to put my swing in a good position. I feel like this is the season that I've been the most consistent out of my 11 years in the big leagues, and I gotta give credit to the hitting coaches staying on top of me and finding things that helps me, and the mental side of it, knowing that I was gonna play a part role at the beginning of the year. I was taking every at bat like it was my postseason, and then that leading to when I got the opportunity to play every day, and I know I was going to receive more at bats and more opportunities. I feel like my swing was always in a good place, and my mind was ready to actually take on the challenge. And my mentality was I never want the team to feel like Mookie was absent. So I was happy that I have that year that I had.
At one point, Dave said he thought maybe the last couple of years that you got caught up chasing slug. Do you think that was the case?
Yeah, maybe because I had success with a couple homers and maybe 30 doubles in one season or whatnot, and I feel like I could have become that player, a little bit more of complete package on the slug side and on the hitting side. I always wanted to strive for better results, year by year I wanted to be a better complete shortstop, and I feel like when I finally realized what kind of player I was overall and what can I bring to a table to a winning team, I stopped chasing for big numbers, and I started focusing more on what I need to do to help the team win in a daily basis. And I know it sounds what everybody says, that everybody wants to do whatever is best for the team. But I find out that my defense and my productions on offense, just getting the good at-bats is going to help a team win.
Kirsten, stand on the right side.
Miggy, just quickly going back to the conversation about the bottom of the order, you talked about just the quality of at-bats, but was there a conversation amongst you guys? It seems like with Weather talking to Gavin Lux and some others, just kind of this mindset, a hyena approach of sorts. Can you just kind of take us behind the door of where that came from?
Yeah, that series in Arizona, like I was mentioning, it happened like a month ago. We decided to be a little bit more aggressive. We as a team, as an offensive team, we thought every time we were behind in the games, we kind of stopped and kind of shut it down and started getting at bats and taking pitches and now being aggressive. And I think that put us kind of on our heels. And we decided not to be on our heels anymore. We want to be on the aggression every single time, and knowing that we can always trust our eyes on pitches outside of the zone. Because I think our team control the zone really well, but sometimes we trying to control the zone way too much that we're not aggressive. So I feel like a day like yesterday kind of tell the whole story behind the aggression and kind of being on the attack every time, because we're 3-0, but we're never like out of the game because we're still aggressive. We're not taking pitches, we're not giving them free strikes, and we're ready to go. And they know if they throw the ball in the strike zone, it's going to be a fight, it's going to be a swing. So with that being said, I feel like that's the mentality of the bottom of the order too. You know, like we're not going to be afraid of swinging the bat, but at the same time, we know our abilities to kind of control the strike zone, and that's kind of like the story behind it.
Fabian.
Just to sort of follow up on that, is that something that, as you guys have kind of looked back at previous postseasons and stuff like that, like maybe some of the woes of the offense, you guys maybe were feeling a little bit too tentative at the plate, and how much do you think maybe being more aggressive overall as a team can maybe help generate more opportunities in this kind of environment?
Well, we all know in the postseason it's not easy to score runs, you know, and to be able to score runs, you have to create momentum. So momentum can be created by many different things, you know, a walk, a long at bat where you kind of like make this pitcher don't have any holes in the lineup, you know, and we're talking about, again, the bottom of the lineup, middle of the lineup, top of the lineup. It doesn't matter. Like, you have to do your job to make this pitcher kind of work on every guy, you know, like you can be an easy out on this lineup or you're going to be out. So for me, that's the mentality that we have. Everybody kind of like pushing in the same direction and kind of pulling for the same purpose, which is being a really good and strong offense, so we can be aggressive and continue to do whatever we need to do, even if we're behind in the score.
Eric in the middle.
Oh, Miguel, what have you seen playing behind Jack Flaherty the last like 2+ months?
Yeah, it's been fun to watch because he knows how to change the speeds, and that's what kind of motivates me a lot more throughout this postseason for him. I think it's gonna be a good challenge for the other team to kind of like stay with the change of speeds. I think the guy can actually run his fastball up to 95, but he changed the speed on the breaking balls, and I think that style of pitching is kind of like it's not there anymore, you know. And that's a guy is a old school guy kind of pitching, and I really enjoy watching him pitch. And I remember when I faced him taking a pick of that, but I feel like he's kind of that old school pitcher that in these kind of games are going to help a lot, and it's been fun to watch ever since he got here.
Did you face him when he was with the Cardinals, and if so, does he kind of look more like that old version of himself?
Yes, that's exactly what I think about Jack. He fastball is explosive, you know, like he can run it up to 98 or whatever. But right now, I can see like 3 different shapes of the breaking ball. I can see 2-seam and 4-seam fastballs. He understanding the game, and I'm pretty sure he matured with the time, with the experience, and like playing behind him is always. For me, as a shortstop and as a defensive first guy, I always like to play behind guys who they know what they're doing. They throwing the ball where they're supposed to be throwing, and it's a little bit easier for us as a defense to know where the ball is going to be hit.
All right, I think we have a couple of questions in Spanish. We'll go to David in front.
Miguel, ¿qué tal? Siguiendo con el tema de la salud, obviamente la atrapada de anoche, ¿Te sentiste limitado por la pierna o cómo estás de la pierna y cómo fue eso con la atrapada de anoche?
No tengo limitaciones, gracias a Dios me sentí bien toda la noche en el juego anoche, no tuve problemas. En la jugada lo único que quería era llegar a la bola y sabía que estaba en un territorio difícil porque esa jugada ya me ha pasado antes, pero una vez que tú sales por la bola, tienes la oportunidad de verla y prácticamente me pasé un poco de la pelota en la trayectoria, pero gracias a Dios pudo terminar en mi guante y pudimos hacer ese out sumamente importante en el octavo para preservar la victoria, que sabemos que es muy importante cada out, cada picheo, y en eso es lo que me estoy manteniendo enfocado. No importa si fue esa jugada o una bola que no salió a mí, voy a mantenerme enfocado en picheo a picheo y eso es lo que está haciendo el equipo entero.
Si puedes hablar de la satisfacción doble de tu temporada individual, que has bateado más que en otros años, y también el hecho de que eso haya facilitado que Mookie pueda jugar otra vez en los Jardines.
Sí, estoy contento y sobre todo estoy muy orgulloso del trabajo que pude poner durante toda el sprint training, la primera parte de la temporada donde no estaba jugando día a día. Pero mira, recibí una oportunidad bastante grande de poder reemplazar a un jugador como Mookie Betts, que sabemos que es top 3 en la liga. Y no es fácil nunca para que un equipo no se sienta que perdió una pieza tan importante. Estar ahí en ese momento, para mí mi preparación fue clave y me siento muy orgulloso y muy feliz de que pude responder al llamado y ahora hoy en día estoy sumamente agradecido por tener la oportunidad de estar jugando para una de las mejores organizaciones de las Grandes Ligas y poder ser el shortstop en unos playoffs para mí es sumamente importante.
Finalmente, nunca te he hecho esta pregunta, pero el número 11, ¿eso qué tan importante es para ti? ¿Tiene que ver con Aparicio?
Sí, sobre todo porque fue el primer número que usé cuando estaba pequeño. El número 11 significa muchísimo para mí. Primero que nada porque, bueno, el único Salón de la Fama venezolano que tenemos es Luis Aparicio, jugó mi posición en el shortstop. No había tenido la oportunidad de usarlo anteriormente en mi carrera, pero en Miami tomé la decisión también por un aspecto familiar, porque cuando jugué pequeño en mi carrera, mi familia significó todo para mí, fueron los que me llevaron al terreno y fueron los que me dieron la oportunidad. Por eso tengo el 11 tatuado en mi piel, uso el 11 y prácticamente también con eso represento a muchos shortstop venezolanos que quieren abrirse puertas en el futuro en el béisbol y estoy contento de poder seguir el legado de una persona y un pelotero como Luis Aparicio.